Hello everyone and welcome back to Kronos Plays Danganronpa V3. Today, we're going to our third trial, at least the first part of it. So let's go ahead. Still not really sure who it could be, or at least at the very least, how it all went down too. I mean, I'm sure we could narrow it down to a few people. It would appear we all have gathered, but it seems there is less and less of us.
Oh.
As friends mean that it's much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
No, don't worry. Hey, you're not bleeding anymore. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gonta. Yeah, Gonta do his best to help. I'd want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaido level, idiot level. Hey, what is that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaido? Yeah, I'm feeling better now, but wow, Maggie Roll sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. You don't need to worry about your own dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time, and so I don't have to use mine.
booyah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Unacceptable.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
Rest in peace.
Atua, please lend us your power.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
well, you know.
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
I also.
So what? Robots can believe in God?
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. What? You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do when I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you going to say that for? Atua and Ghost don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trials this time is going to be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the fourth floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
All right already.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way. Dots.
Hey, so
Suichi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? That they're right? You're insane? In the membrane? Yeah. So I don't think it's Maggie. I don't think it's Kaido or Kokichi. I don't think it's Kibo. I might have suspected Himiko if we didn't see any evidence that made it look like that Tenko and Angie were killed by like the same person with the dried blood in the middle room, right? So I don't think it's hers. I mean, Kyle was more upset that the seance didn't work, but yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, it does point a little bit to Kyle, right? Because, like, it happened in the middle room where he set up the seance and everything like that, so who else would really get to Tenko that way? Right? But I'm not even sure how the hell Tenko got, like, stabbed through the back of the neck. Right? There was a loud crashing noise, which originally I thought was going to be the cage, like, caving in from the wood dog, but that was not the case. But she was stabbed in the back of the neck with that sickle-looking thing, yeah? But how do they reach up from beneath it and then stab? Unless they did do it from the front. I don't know. What was the loud crashing noise, though, then? If it wasn't the cage, like, crashing in. We'll find out. We're gonna find out in the trial.
Okay.
Two and Ghost don't matter right now. The culprit is among us. Yeah. Smoogie. So in the end, the culprit really was? No, it's nothing. We can talk about it once the trial starts. Do you really think it was Tenko? I mean, maybe. Tots. I think she's just heartbroken right now. Gone to do his best to help.
Please wait.
It's true, though I do not know if I can attribute it to God, per se. I can hear an inner voice guiding me when I don't know what to do. I can't explain why, but I believe that voice will lead me to hope as long as I listen to it.
On your knees.
Shut up! Why the fuck is a robot talking about God anyways? It's unseemly. It's unseemly.
So dumb.
That inner voice is probably just a radio or something, like in taxis or stuff.
That is not fun.
It was unwise for me to confide in you all. I feel bad for him. Maybe he
Listen
did
up.
kill him. I don't know. Try using your brain so I don't have to use mine. Michael, yeah, you already said that. Kaido,
Damn.
this trial's gonna be rough, since I couldn't do any investigating. That's more your fault than anything else. Wah! I respected Angie and Tenko so much since the moment we met.
Shut up!
Shut up. Nothing's gonna be solved by crying about it.
Right already.
Besides, that was a lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah, you guys have me figured out already, so there's no point in trying to keep up the act. He never changes, no matter what situation he's in. Kyle? Why did the seance fail? Hey, I never did figure out why. Is he still more interested in that than in the case? Yeah. Ooh. Get that pump on. How do you get those? Like, do you just have like an unlimited stock so you can just keep breaking them? Kind of seems like a waste of supplies and like money. If you're even spending any money. As usual, we walk towards the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped on board, we descended. Perhaps because there are fewer of us, the elevator seemed to be moving faster. And so we fell, faster and faster, downward into the black. And then we found out the brakes were actually broken on the elevator, and we all died. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it?
Uh-oh.
Dog, you are so dead in this execution. You have to be. Like, you talk back to Monodam. Unless Monodam's gonna kill Monokuma. Or maybe Monokuma's gonna kill Monodam. Ooh. Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there are even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Monodam sad. Dots. As much as I'd love to keep hearing that this door back and forth,
Now then.
let's hurry up and get this started.
Extreme.
At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. Their third class trial was about to begin. Angie Yoganaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy student council to try to prevent the killing game, which was a cult. Then Tenko Kabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. Feel like we didn't need to bring up that part, but sure. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? If it's Himiko, I'm gonna be very sad. Because I actually don't think she could do it to Angie, like, at all. Like I said, she maybe do a revenge to Tenko if she thought Tenko was the one that did it, but there was, like, no real proof to do that, yeah? I don't know. Two different people. We need to pin that down in the class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight for the truth and lies in this class trial. Right, I have to lie in these things, don't I? You want to save? Nah, I just really loaded the save not that. It was like 9 minutes ago. Skills. I got 5 points. It's not really a lot. Oh, but we do have Kyle's ability, don't we? Was it this one? Ooh, while concentrated, the reticle will automatically move over weak points. Yeah. And I think that's all we need right now. Yeah. We're still on mean? Okay, just making sure. Begin class trial.
Ahem. Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial.
Is it a trial?
During
To find the
trial,
Blacken?
you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it.
Shocking.
Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death. So
Fair
you
enough.
better vote for someone. Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime!
This is gonna sound dark.
Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Because this is dark, but I kind of wish there was like an open world version of this game, as in you could play it with the intent to, make buddy and try to keep as many people alive, and occasionally there might be a murder here or there. Then you can have the class trial, or maybe you don't want to be in this killing game anymore, so you decide to become the Blackened and do it that way. Not saying that I would do it, but I'd totally do it. I would totally do it. Totally. I would have been Kurumi and making everyone freaking breakfast or lunch and just a little bit of poison. Here we go. Goodbye, everyone. I can leave, right? There can't be a class trial now. They're all dead.
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time.
Or ever.
Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
Dots.
Who did it? Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be two killers.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
What?
Hmm?
Oh,
What do you
you
mean?
still think Tenko did it?
The transfer student.
Why are you talking like that?
Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
Oh, she's got a halo and wings. She really shouldn't. Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? No. Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. So, in order to not waste time with this, we're gonna waste time with this. Is that what you're saying? Sure, okay. Forehead injury, if she hung upside down,
This crime was
necronomicon.
committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No!
Jesus Christ.
So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes. Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
Please, stop it!
Alright, what am I... This isn't about believing in reviving the dead. I have to focus on their statement. Were all those statements correct? No?
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
Okay.
No!
Yeah, but...
So, ritual
Necronomicon?
did work?
Oh.
Who was resurrected,
No.
I wonder?
Oh, actually, it
Angie
might
did
be
say
Ganta
she
with...
was gonna bring Rantaro back.
With Necronomicon, actually. We can try that. Sweetie, say something. Everyone's yelling, and this Maki's like, Sweetie, fucking say something. Dog, say something. I love zombies.
So, ritual did work?
Oop. What?
That's wrong!
Oh, I gotta take off that supernatural bullshit. I can't do a V trigger? Like, as soon as I took the thing off, it was just like, oh,
Angie's
booyah!
ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
Oh, yeah, that's right. As preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes onto the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Yeah.
Then, Gonta think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Good job, Gonta.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Bad job, Xenoblade girl.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand. Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the necronomicon.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
I mean, knowing this game is probably possible.
I never lie about motives.
Daddy said so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
He's a robot, though.
Monodum is still alive, though.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were talking about Mono Kid.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodum's corpse.
You are so dead. Dog.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
Xenoblade girl, I was gonna hang out with you next, but
There's
kind
no
of
way
lost
it's
faith with me.
possible.
Who the hell else am I gonna hang out with, though?
There's no way that could happen, idiots.
Gonta? Maki's alright, I guess.
Let's hurry up and find out who the
Hinigo?
Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
I guess I should wait until, like, we figure out who the actual murderer is
Who?
before I make any plans to hang out with
did it?
anyone.
Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this. I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb with me, creep show. I already know what happened.
Okay. Oh. Sure. Gold leaf katana, art lab, front door, back
The
door.
culprit used a katana to kill Angie,
Okay.
and it was found in Kyo's research lab,
This is true.
which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But
His name's
anyone could
Kyle.
have taken that katana, you see?
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Okay, that's not true.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in,
Oh, but you
murdered
can't
the
break
fuck out
in.
of Angie.
Oh, maybe you can.
I'm a fucking genius!
Is Kyle really culprit? Does the story fit the facts to the case? We should think about it from the beginning.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie, and it was found in Kyo's research lab, which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see?
What was your account? Angie had locked herself in the Ultimate Labs research, working ritual. She would be okay. So maybe that broke into the thing.
So the rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about
some
katana.
Yes, you did.
Just admit it, you
So that's probably gold katana to that too, maybe.
Classroom, broke in.
I'm
Murdered the
so
fuck
mad.
out of Angie.
Can I take off that skill? Like, no. Fudge.
I'm a fucking genius!
I want to do a V trigger.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie, and it was found in Kyo's research lab, which makes you, Kyo.
But I can't.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see. So the rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo. I did not care about some katana.
I mean, you did.
Shitty worm. You went to the classroom, broke
All right.
That's wrong!
Can I go to the menu now?
No, Kyo would.
I can. All right. Here. Skills. I can't go to skills? Oh, shit. Truth bullet thingy? No. All right.
Would not have been able to enter Angie's lab. Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer.
Oh, God.
Can't believe you actually got it.
Oh, how clever.
Gonta.
just
No, it
ignore
wasn't.
her, Gonta.
Yeah.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Sumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
I mean, I trusted the friendship.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Sumugi, and Kibo.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
You mean one of those 2 people? Because a robot ain't people, Jack!
Aw.
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
What else? The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Sumugi? Well,
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman.
Oh, no.
You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Oh, secondly, I thought you were just gonna accidentally put blame on yourself.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
Gonta
I'm not the culprit.
Oh, we having a loud thing? Mass panic debate. Door, Kichi's lockpicking, necronomicon, Sumugi's
You must
cat.
consider other
Gentlemen.
possibilities. Surely there must be suspects
Gentlemen,
outside the
not
student
betray
council.
student council.
And a
Oh, it's gone. Okay, never mind.
last night.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be
anyone
the
can open
culprit.
the door.
Well,
Only student council members had access.
Late at night.
I have no
I didn't know
idea.
robots told such boring lies.
But it's definitely not me.
Is that a robophobic remark?
There were several suspicious statements, but only one is obviously inconsistent. Really? I'll listen carefully, sort those statements in my head, and find the answer.
You must consider other
Gentlemen.
possibilities.
Okay.
Surely there must be suspects
Gentlemen,
outside the
not
student
betray
council.
student council.
Thank you for the seconds.
That's utterly impossible.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
the door. Only student council members
Oh,
had
oh,
access.
oh.
Look, I don't know who the
I
culprit
didn't know
It's that one. Damn it. Okay. Well, it's that one.
Only student council members.
Yeah. At least I got one V trigger. Guess it doesn't work in that one,
It
huh?
wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
Unless you know how to pick locks.
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Rikichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. Click, click, boom. There, open sesame.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
And that's probably the concussion.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that.
Was that like
Of
a
course I
shuriken?
remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
Hmm?
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie. The culprit was me, all along.
What?
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Yeah, he's lying.
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins.
See? Total lie.
And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
Wait, so Kokichi really is culprit?
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside?
No, that doesn't make sense.
Well, I'm waiting for you to explain it, because unless it's like a special lock, you can just lock it from the inside and close the door.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
Did they?
What different method?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was.
Oh, it's the back door because of the gold paint.
That's it!
But how do you do
The
that?
back door. That's how they made this a locked room
A
mystery.
magnet?
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
Tool the culprit used to lock the sliding lock from the outside was... Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Ooh. Give me all of that. Thank you. And we can do like that. No, that was not what I wanted. This? Oh, that's not better. That was a waste. Ooh, but then we can come over here and be like, oh no, never mind. This? This. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be... Oh, is it that? This? Wait, how do I select? Oh, this. There you go. No, okay. That's fair. Not the sword. Not Monokuma. Could be the Monokuma doll, I guess. That? You heard meow in there. That was Eeyore. No? I mean, sure, I guess. We can go with this. It's the only one left. Oh, down here? Alright.
I see it!
Oh, that did take some health away. How?
The gold leaf katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy.
Okay, but how'd they use that to lock the door?
The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock because...
I thought it was from their fingers, but no.
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Yeah, it was the first one.
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Though it wasn't really used to kill anyone, it was used to defend themselves.
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
Yeah, I would like to know that as well.
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigy's hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No.
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
I mean, she's weird enough that I could picture her doing that anyways, but still.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
A different purpose. What could have that been? The culprit somehow used the setup to lock the door. Like, what do they spin Kaidi's effigy around, like, and hope the thing hit the door? In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of that setup. If I do that, the way the culprit locked the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Which game we're playing? Oh, Taxi. Okay. I'm all right with this one, I think. Just gotta hit the letters, yeah. Oh, and then like the prostitute ladies. They're called workers of the night, Chronos. Let's not be rude. I was like, why are we getting so many A's? It's just they're little letter boxes with A's on them. That's all they are. They're not actually A's. What? What turned the handle of the sliding dick? Oh, I'm missing so many letters. It's got to be the sword, yeah? The effigy's hand, katana's hilt, yeah. Come here, you. This was not too bad. This minigame is easy for the most part. He says as he missions a bunch of letters. Now some of these letter boxes have 2 letters in them. This road is very thin. I've never been to a desert. I don't think I'd do too hot in the desert. As in, I think I'd be too hot in the desert. My ginger ash would be crispy as bacon. But bacon is delicious. Like my ass. Kronos, don't worry about it. What was done to make the katana turn the lock? Stay on the road, Suichi. You're not on the road, Suichi! The FG stabbing the FG sliding lock was, yeah, here. Kind of jizzle physics on the silhouettes. That's a big question. There's a lot of boxes or empty squares. Oh no! Why am I sliding all... That's why I'm sliding all over the place. I didn't want to get too close to the edge. That's fine. I'm fine. We're good. Actually, like, cops are behind us now. Like, you didn't stop at the accident! How was the FG manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? Hung upside down? Twisted? Spinning. 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 Okay. So I was right, for the most part.
It connects.
Got it!
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
That's like some luck there.
Effigy spun?
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist.
But like,
Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way.
I guess the culprit had time to test it, right? To see if it actually worked.
And of course, the katana would spin with it.
I see. So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place? The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock.
Maybe.
And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with a katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us.
That's a reference, I think.
Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Yeah.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
Yeah,
I didn't say that.
I did.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length that hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we'd think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
That's not blood, right? That's paint
Kokichi
all over
did
the
say
place.
earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
Maybe?
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Cough it up, Kokichi! Oh, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
Hey, can we execute him too, though, just in case?
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out. If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
Dots?
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
Okay, I'll start right now.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
Mew, I can't hold it up anymore.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
It could be a medical condition.
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter, since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Oh, God.
Cum dumpster! Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
What should we talk about now?
Anything but this, Gonta.
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council. Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
We don't need that again.
It's fine. It's just a waste of time.
A suspect? I never kill Angie!
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Suspect rangers?
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
I guess, yeah.
We might catch them with their pants down.
You wish.
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers.
I mean, it's true, right? You want to get the suspicion off you, so you should say
What
why
should
you're
we
not
talk
suspicious.
about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
Himiko looks pissed.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
That's true.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting...
Why did Tenko have to die?
Huh?
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but... Can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What?
What do you mean?
The 2 victims could have been killed by 2 separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
Oh, she's pissed. Himiko.
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you! Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her? Himiko...
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give 2 shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay.
I mean, he does have a point.
No surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive. But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now.
Good job, Kaido.
Our only option is to face her death head on.
Yeah. Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through.
It's gonna sting, right? Because, you know, Tenko was trying to make up with her at the end, and nothing really happened until she died, yeah?
So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito. Alright. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless.
Do the mages use curses? I thought they just used, like, arcane spells.
The name of the curse is... Death Curse! I, suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
This is true.
Listen up. All you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
Is it the... what?
Tenko was our friend. Going to want to know why she died too.
And obviously we have clues from that murder that might help us with Angie's, maybe? It seemed like they're connected though, so.
I told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked.
Oh, shut up
here.
and just stay over there.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't
Actually,
be
I
able
want to
work
know that
together.
myself
Not
too,
now,
because I still
not
don't really
ever.
know how they actually stabbed her in the back.
Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death.
If it is something as simple as they just reached up and, like, you know, stabbed, I'm gonna be kind of mad.
Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on.
Kaido.
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe.
They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. But this was an abrupt change of topic. Was this intentional?
So what do we talk about first?
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Tencrotch probably got killed during the seance.
Tencrotch?
So everyone there's suspicious.
Probably.
Tencrotch!
Yeah, what does that even mean? The people who attended the seance. So it was... Yeah. No? Okay. Only 4 participated.
I
Wait,
was
what?
wrong.
What do you mean? Hold up. Oh wait, Kokichi wasn't there. It was this one. No, what? Oh,
I was wrong.
Kiba was... Ignore me! I'm not suspicious! Yeah. No, Kokichi was there. It was this one?
That's it!
Okay. I'm not
It's
suspicious!
me, Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those 4 are the culprits!
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the 4 is really... Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
That's true.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
I mean, there was some setup involved.
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either. I was
There
not the one who
was setup
selected
involved.
the
Oh
room we
shit, dog.
performed
Is it actually just you?
in. It was Himiko.
Oh, Himiko selected the room. Oh, I hope it's not Himiko. So I think it's either you or Himiko now. Is that it? However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which shall we use? The middle one. The middle room's always best for stuff like this, I guess. Very well. I shall begin the preparations at once.
Oh, right.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Point of entry from outside. You must be referring to... over here?
There!
You're talking about under the floor, right?
Huh? Under the floor?
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person can move through. There was
How'd you
also
know
a
about
hole
that?
connected it
Did
to
we
the
tell you about
neighboring
that? Or did...
If the culprit used
I mean, I guess he
the room, they
investigated
could have
it
entered
too,
and
but
exited
still.
the seance room.
You probably saw us come down.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect? Who?
It's appearing before me.
I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
Oh, this is fire music? Alright, so
The
flashlight
culprit sneaked
function.
in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
Cage Dog Village. Oh, no.
How could they even see if they were under the floor?
I just kind of want to see what these are.
Because it wasn't dark under the floor.
Normal stone. Not
You
that.
see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean,
Secure
his
floorboard,
flashlight
okay.
function. Huh?
Is that taking health away
Hold
from
on
me?
a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I mean, no,
I
it's too
said,
bright.
Hold on a second.
He used his robot
Hole in
functions
the
to commit
middle.
the murders.
Hold on a second.
That does take health away from me. Shit. Alright. I was trying to see which ones were those lies. Is there any way I can actually see those? It's true that with a little light, you could move around under the floor. But is that possible?
The culprit sneaked in during the seance.
Alright, is there actually
By
any way I can see these lies before I actually do them?
crawling under the floor.
Flashlight drawbacks.
How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor.
That just takes my health away whenever I lie.
Our
Oh,
villain
shit.
had a light.
I thought that was my
You
focus.
mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function.
Oh, shit.
Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo
Why
could
does
have
that
used
take
that
health?
function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I said hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
That's probably not true.
Hold on a second.
Well, I might have screwed myself getting this one, actually. Trying to figure out what the lies were.
Hold on a
Okay, I think I got it.
The culprit in during
Maybe.
the seance by crawling.
I might have to retry. Because I might actually just kill myself here. But let's go to Mew.
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. Our villain had a light.
No, you're not Mew.
Use that function to get
Okay. Didn't die.
The truth. Mew, you gave Kibo his flashlight function, correct? Did you not notice?
I didn't notice what.
It's hard to believe that Kibo is the culprit in this case. It's even hard to believe that this trial isn't being manipulated by someone. So even though I have to lie, I need to defend Kibo.
The drawback of the flashlight function that you added. It's so bright, even Kibo can't see when it's turned on.
I see. That bright, huh?
Well, that, and we would have seen the light from the cracks.
Wait, what? There's no way a genius like me would make that kind of rookie mistake.
But you make mistakes a lot. A whole lot.
Gonta, you tell her.
Hey! If you're gonna fuck me in front of everyone, at least buy me dinner first!
That's a good point.
If he can't see, it doesn't matter how bright the area is. He couldn't move like that. So Kibo couldn't have been underneath the floor.
Is that true, Kibo? Is what Shuichi said true?
Dots. Come on, Kibo. Please play along. Kibo? Oh,
Well,
god damn it, Kibo.
I'm so sorry. I just don't remember. Really, I'm sorry.
Ah, we get it already. Just turn it off. We're gonna go blind.
You don't remember? What does that even mean?
Well, Shuichi, trying to make a fool out of me, huh?
It's not that hard.
Let me put on some makeup, cause I want to at least look pretty before you decide to fuck me!
That's
Shuichi, I'm so sorry.
Kibo, stop with the light.
Damn, that is seriously bright.
Yeah, we would have seen it under the floorboards.
Wouldn't the light have shined through the gaps of the floorboard if it had been this bright?
Thank you, Maggie. The hole?
yes. The culprit couldn't have used a light under the floor. Not even Kibo.
Oh.
They couldn't have?
We were there after all. We would know. There was a hole near the corner of the room we were in, remember? If someone had a light under the floor, it would have leaked through.
But when we did the seance, I'm pretty sure the room was pitch black.
That's right. We didn't see anything, so the culprit couldn't have used a light.
And just because I have a built-in flashlight function does not mean I am the culprit.
I see. That was a flaw in my theory.
Geez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot.
Hey, Mew, you still alright over there? You waiting for
My status
Sweetie?
as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats. My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
Really? Why make you then?
All right, you made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for you.
Yeah.
I neither want nor need your pity.
You're gonna get it though. Stop with the light.
Enough with the flashlight! It's way too bright!
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Then why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny? Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from under floor.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
That's true.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that.
I mean, it's a callback.
That'd let the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
Boy, that sounds really familiar too. But I'm just gonna ignore it.
Her corpse didn't have any trace of glowing paint, though.
Oh, yeah. So then why was that floorboard loose?
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right? If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed.
When? So not during seance?
Oh, it was during the seance.
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she? How could someone have gotten to her there?
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
No, she was still talking.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point.
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over.
Yes, she was unmistakably alive when the seance began.
That was right before we blew out the candles. But when the light came back...
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
So she was killed when the room was dark?
But she was inside cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
But she wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
How?
A different time?
How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads.
Doesn't make any sense though.
Huh? Since Gonta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory. Now hurry up and think! If you want to make my golden brain tingle, start circle jerking your limp dick brains!
Is this like, what's it called? Soggy biscuit? It's like Limp Biscuit, right? It's disgusting.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
No, it was.
It could not have been done at any other time.
This is true.
She was under the cage the whole time.
Yeah?
She was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment cage was lifted?
Ooh, like that.
Oh, God.
When cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tenko real fast.
No, no,
So
no.
fast, no one saw.
Oh my!
So who lifted
Monokuma,
the
I hope you
cage?
brought a mop.
It was me.
Alone. It was impressive.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
There's no doubt.
Oh, God. Tenko not being killed during the seance. That might not be impossible, but there's no evidence for it.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
Okay.
It could not have been done at
Oh, the
any
white
other
sheet?
time. She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
Yeah.
What about moment cage was lifted?
No, no, no. Okay. It's this one. Yeah, all right. Good job, Cronus. Thank you. I want to take this goddamn phenomenon thing
It
off.
wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted,
I want my V triggers.
because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it. That cloth was removed before the cage was lifted. If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
What? But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
Well, we'll talk to you about it later.
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your remodel right here!
What? What does that mean?
Still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your remodel right here.
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out!
All right. Sure. Rebuttal showdown. I really need some health.
Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gaps of the cage. And that clean white sheet got stained blood red!
But the
Stab the
weapon was
fuck
a
out of
sickle.
Tenko.
Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko,
Would it?
sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
No, she wasn't
all
sitting.
far from the cage's gaps. In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the culprit, and that's none other than Kyo!
Okay, I don't know. There has to be a whole amused logic. All I have to do is show the evidence to counter Muse schemes. How much
The
time do I
blade's all
have?
you need.
2 minutes? Okay, look at this first. Died in a crouch position. Maybe. Mark a stone.
If you stick the blade through a
Oh, I get damage for that? Oh, god damn it. No.
gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Oh, god damn it. Huh, she was probably sitting down normally while she... No, yeah, okay, no. My bad, my bad, my bad. Okay, I thought... Didn't have it lined up. I know, my bad. I'm gonna die.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Oh,
She
god
was
damn it.
gasped. In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the culprit, and that's none other than Kyo!
No. Hey, maybe, but no. Yes, I know. I just need to...
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko,
From here?
sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
What do you mean? I'm gonna have to retry.
Oh no!
I made a mistake and now I'm dead. Damn, I made too many mistakes. All of them was trying to lie for the first time. It's not voting time. It's retry time.
We can't let it.
Shit, could I have taken off that skill there? Oh, damn it. It's retry time. Marker stone?
Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gaps of the cage.
Oh god, I just love the way she says that.
Sheet got stained blood red.
But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko.
I feel...
Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
I don't know.
She wasn't
That's the
that
only
long
one,
when
but I
cages
don't know...
gapped. In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the culprit, and that's none other than Kyo!
Maybe it has to be the stone, right? They can't be any
That's all you
other.
need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage,
Maybe? I don't
it'd be long
know.
enough to reach Tenko.
It's gotta be stone.
Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Okay. I got a V trigger apparently for that.
Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage.
I thought that the first one,
She was bent over with her forehead
or
against
saying
the
her
marker
crouching
stone.
down would have been the clue there, but sure.
And the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
Aw, not the whole race though.
Yeah, no worries.
Gotcha.
How embarrassing!
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
She was killed in the cage.
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
Still think...
Yeah, for a living person.
Huh?
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
I mean, sure, why not?
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
You don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Stop that now.
Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
Himiko!
Why?
Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Well,
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done
wait, I know. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage?
What? Are you suggesting that Tenko stabbed herself in the back of the neck?
If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
What is okay, what?
No, if there was someone else in the cage, we would have noticed.
I agree with Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
You do?
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
Are we suggesting that Tenko actually stabbed herself in the back of the neck? Look, there are some weird ways to kill yourself that are extremely painful, but that seems well, okay, maybe she was insane, but that seems like, oh my god.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
The they she's referring to. Okay. I'm gonna select Tenko. But I can't wait to hear this shit.
I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
What did you say? Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
She committed suicide.
That is an awful way to commit suicide.
Suicide?
I definitely don't see her doing that for no reason.
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage and then stabbed herself during the seance. It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right? If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
That's true.
Oh my god. Mew actually said
Oh my
something
God.
smart.
Look at her butt. It's so
Perhaps that
big.
explains why the floorboard was removed. After stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
That's some constitution right there.
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
After she stabbed herself
That makes sense to
in the
Gota.
neck. The back of the neck, even.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Himiko.
There's no reason for Tenko to commit suicide.
Well, aside from you denying your love or her love, then, you know, but
Maybe I
still.
wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Yeah?
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right?
I don't think it was really fighting. I think Tenko wanted her attention and Angie just wanted a cult following. Hey, Angie, when did you brainwash Himiko?
Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
Maybe, but no.
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Really? Why?
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
Fun.
Take us down?
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial, so she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her.
I haven't really seen anything from Tenko to really, like, show that, but sure.
Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
But what are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that. She told me.
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
What if all of that was just a lie?
A lie?
Wait, we should believe Tenko's last words.
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer.
Assassin, it's a job.
Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Jeez, you're such a naive dude.
Naive?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets. What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking. That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself. If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them.
It depends. That depends, like, on a few things, Kaido.
That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we come from different backgrounds. So for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaito? Seriously?
Dots.
Whether or not I believe, my heart can't reach Tenko anymore. But I want to believe in her. She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down. That's what I want to believe.
Me too. Gonta no can believe Tenko commits suicide.
What a way to commit suicide, too, if she did do that. Like, Jesus Christ.
If Tenko did commit suicide, that would answer all of our questions.
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
A proper reason.
All right, I'll give you a reason.
Is there a reason?
Yes, there is. Will you trust me, Maki? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like.
As we die.
But for now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
I don't believe Tenko would kill herself because of what she said. Okay, everyone, I'll see you guys after the seance. She said, see you guys after. I doubt she had a sudden change of heart. Just because we don't know how she was killed doesn't mean it was suicide. We shouldn't be satisfied with that, and if we keep thinking, we'll find the truth. And that means we have to believe in Tenko. I'll make them all believe. Whether they want to or not. Live music again?
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her
Dick
true
move.
intentions.
I'm not even gonna try to find the truth of these are lies.
But if Tenko did commit suicide,
Not yet.
it would explain how she died during the seance. She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor. All the pieces fit.
Everyone thinks Tenko committed suicide, but only because they're latching onto the easiest answer. To get out of this, I need to make them think the suicide theory wouldn't work.
So far, suicide seems...
The last of her.
Okay, let's try this. I'm not even gonna try for the V trigger. Okay, it did.
I'll reveal the truth. Tenko couldn't have thrown the sickle under the floor.
Is that a lie though? Normally, if you stab someone through like their spinal thing, it looked like, at least the wound that we saw, it looked like it's right where her spinal freaking cord is. I'd imagine would have like died brainstem wise. I don't know.
Instantly.
Yeah, little slits right on the edge. Death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far without before bleeding out. Oh, right.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail. Tenko died instantly.
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Looks like we have actually three liars here.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
So he knows. Thank you, Mackie.
How could you forget that, Maki Roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
Kaido, you want to get hit again?
Excuse me?
Oh,
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, The theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Just like I thought. Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
You know how that would be possible, but sure.
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No! There must have been a way! We're gonna figure it out!
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar?
Oh, there was a
during
loud
the
noise.
seance? If you know something, please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
Not a bad idea. We should remember what happened at the seance. Let me try to remember. I'm sure there's something. I need some kind of clue that will help me solve this mystery. Where are we going? Oh, back to this? There was a loud noise.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance?
Sound during seance,
There is
yes.
something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed.
Still talking about that,
The
huh?
ritual was perfect, and yet it failed. How
Do
utterly
we agree?
strange.
No.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something fall.
Yeah, so that's
I'm
the
more
one we're gonna
concerned
want,
about
right?
How dark it got in there. I mean, it was totally pitch black. My job
Never
was
see
to
anyone if they were
relight the
naked?
candles.
Why would anyone have
Moving
gotten
along the
naked?
walls was seriously tough.
It was pitch black during the seance. That limits what could have happened. Just stay calm and think. There must be some kind of clue.
Did anything
So, let's go agree with... For a second there, I thought we were going to have to agree with him, but no. Contradict him, I guess you said. Well, no, that would have been agree because it's blue.
While we were all singing the song, I heard something.
What do you mean? What do you mean,
I'm
though?
more concerned about how dark it got.
I can't lead the shot. I can't lead the shot with this skill. Oh, we got it. There we go. That is missed every other goddamn time. Like, I can't... How many shots I've taken
Tenko.
at that goddamn skill,
fell
and it
because of
had,
that
it had
sound you
missed
heard, right?
constantly. Bang.
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard.
Okay.
What could have fallen down?
That's a good question.
Fallen down. There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
A loud sound. Like something hit the floorboards. Maybe this sound had something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark. The crawl space thingy? Where's the crawl space thingy? Loose floorboard? No. This one? No. Oh!
Damn it!
They think I'm a fraud. Is it when you bashed your head? No.
Oh no!
Okay. Well, that's something. We're back at the top. Oh, dry blood? No. Loose floorboard?
This is it!
Oh, okay. That was the easy one.
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound. That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
could the floorboard have made such a loud sound, though?
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
That's true. There would have to be a strong impact to make that sound. But what was it? What could it possibly be? Dots.
All right, then. Let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
Okay. What? Sound during seance.
So what made the floorboard come loose?
This is gonna have to come up eventually.
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
That'd be really
That wouldn't
like
make such a loud crashing sound.
kind of superhuman feat.
Maybe
Kibo.
the statue fell over.
That's it. Well,
But that statue
thought originally it
was still
caved
on top
in.
of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
that was you.
A floorboard that comes loose when you step on it is dangerous.
This is true.
God, it's like I'm the only one here who's staying on the ball.
You hardly have any experience with balls to say that, Mew.
Don't be stupid. Don't you know me and Balls are the best of friends?
Should I agree with that? I don't know. If I think about everyone's testimony and combine it with facts,
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
no.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound. Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
No. Because that didn't
But
happen.
that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor.
Is this another lie?
Then stood up.
Must have stomped through.
Okay.
I agree.
I don't want to talk about. I didn't get that much health loss, but
Kokichi is
I might have
right.
missed a lot.
The floorboard came loose because
I don't know.
someone
I think
stomped on
I'm trying to overcompensate for. I'm trying to get the goddamn V trigger shit, okay? And it just hasn't been working because of the skill, and I'm missing.
But
Don't judge
floorboards
me.
fit Perfect.
My
Want to make
lifestyle
sure
choices.
First time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation, one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Well, yeah. Unless the carpenter just sucked.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the crosspiece?
What do they stand to gain? That's the question. To solve this, I'll need to think carefully about the crosspiece in the floorboard. Tenko's body was at one end of the loose floorboard, and the crosspiece that had been cut was the other one on the other end of the floorboard. The unsupported part was part of the cage, so it could have. The unsupported part was outside the cage, so it could have been stomped on. Okay, but how? Okay. Okay, I think I know who it is then. Right? Because we already know one other room had a setup sort of like this, right? Because Kokichi got whacked in the head for it. So I'm assuming all three rooms were set up like this. But how did you stab them? If that's the case, how didn't we know something like that, though? How did that work? Let's just keep going. One of them was right under Tenko. The other was in the center, right about where the edge of the cage was. What was the culprit attempting to achieve by stomping on the floorboard? Think. Come on, think. Hangman's Gambit. Alright. Well... Gonna E anywhere? It's E... It's like C, right? No. Is it C like C? Huh. I need an S. Oh, there we go. I need an A. No. Well, give it a second. A. Then I need a W. W. What's this word? Effect. Alright. Seesaw effect. That makes sense. But that means... Nope, there we go. That means... that the sickle was inside the cage? But how did none of us see that, if that's the case?
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
Yeah? A seesaw?
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off. The other two crosspieces holding up that board were close to the cage. Meaning, if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece, the next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever. A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
Yeah, but if the dude like stomped on it like that, he'd fall through the ground.
Her whole body lifted up?
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, all right. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that. Unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with
I don't know
a sickle.
how they hid the sickle in the cage, though, if that's the case.
In
Like,
order for the
we
culprit to kill
saw
Tenko
the
with
cage.
seesaw trick. The placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
The floorboard seesaw, the cage, and the blood on the white fabric. What conclusions can I draw from this? There's only one place the sickle could have been that is consistent with the evidence. And that is on top of the cage.
That's it!
But we should have seen that!
The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down. The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage. Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place. It's true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble. But the statue's weight kept it from falling over. Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw, Tenko's body would have shot upward and hit the blade on the top of the cage.
Ugh.
She was bent over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with her neck.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in her crouched position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
It's crazy, but it would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
I'm still not really sure how we never saw that.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide. Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
Yeah,
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know?
I guess.
They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box. Kudos, culprit! You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Yeah?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
why her?
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
The only one? Why is...
Why is
Because
that?
this
Yeah, sorry.
seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
Each room's had it set up like this.
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room. That is why you chose that room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? The middle one. The middle room is always best for stuff like this. I mean, you already had this flashback,
Oh, yeah!
but sure.
Himiko was the one who chose the site for the seance!
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
Yeah, how? What?
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time. Then she waited for me to host the seance and suggested the middle room.
Was she even
let
be
us
heavy
all
enough
into
to lift
holding the
Tenko with her
seance
own
right
weight?
where she wanted it. Then she killed Tenko.
No,
all
okay.
according to
So,
plan.
I see where you're going with this. But 1, you're the culprit. 2, she's too light. She would not be able to lift Tenko's weight with her own weight. It's 86 pounds. Tenko, where you at? 115. Seesaws work when you do like a counterweight. Oh, look at that! That's quite more weight than her, dog.
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
Do you guys know how seesaws work?
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
Wait! We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
Kill Tenko? I killed Tenko?
Himiko?
What's wrong, Himiko?
It is true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea, but does that mean that Himiko really killed Tenko? Would something like that really happen? Something so cruel. Is this intermission? Oh, dog. No. Okay. So it's clear now, right? I mean, some of you guys are already like, yeah, it was clear from the beginning, idiot. But no, it's... So Kyle set up the rooms in advance, had someone else choose that room. But why Angie, though? I mean, I'm assuming that's her dry blood on the wood. Did he hit her with the wood? Was that the gash? I guess we'll find out next time, right? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below. If you're not subscribed yet, or want to hear my videos so I can check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. Once again, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great day.